What is up, guys? 301 here, and welcome to my live reaction and review for The Promised Neverland Chapter 174, A New World, Part 1. We are very, very much coming to the end of this series, ladies and gentlemen. So, what went down last week? Pretty much, it was very much a discussion chapter last week, with Emma trying to convince Peter Ratteri to come with them to the new world, and it does end quite poorly for Peter, with him basically seemingly trying to take his own life, with the whole thing of, oh, what do I do? We got a little bit of a flashback into Peter Ratteri, how he basically idolized his older brother James, who ends up becoming William Minerva, and who ends up starting all of this. Very interesting, very awesome stuff. Let's do this. Let's get into this week's chapter. It looks like we're going back a little bit to just before the incident. Let's live together, fools. A position in life isn't something one can easily throw away. I choose to die here as a Ratteri. So he's like, he's slicing his own throat. To Emma, Norman, Ray are charging in. So we've got everyone, they're trying to save him. The Promised Neverland, Chapter 174, A New World, Part 1. So we've got Emma, Ray, we've got a couple of the other people from Goldie Pond. So everyone's like, why are you trying to save me? Why do you at me look like that? Why do you look at me like that? Okay, they mix up the words there. So Emma is like trying, it's like, if you were born in Gracefield, could we have been friends? So we've got him, a young him with Emma, we've got Phil, we've got a lot of the other characters, younger characters there. So they're smiling, they're laughing, she's holding his hand. Ray, Norman, everyone's there. Of course not, never. Don't bother, I'm done. The new world you're about to create is too bright for me. Okay, so it looks like he's... Ooh, the Demon King's here! I was able to enjoy this for longer than I expected. It's like, okay. And the Demon... Well done. For 1,000 years. Okay. So, like, something's happening. He's like... So it looks like he's done. He's dead. Peter Ratteri is dead. The human world isn't any different. Try if you can. Okay. So Emma's obviously wiping away tears. So watch us. We'll find it for sure. A life where we can live happily with our family. So we've got Isabella, or the mums, or the sisters, or the kids. So, Emma, and all of you, what do you plan to do now? We're going to retreat for now. There's still the 2,000 Imperial soldiers, and we have other stuff we need to do. So, but I'm glad, because I wanted to talk to you once we got to Gracefield. Okay? Let's go to the human world. So, once everything is over, you should come with us. Ooh, alright. So, now, dude, I want all the children to go to the human world. So this is the promise. Okay? All means the children who grew up too. I've already made the promise with for it to be that way. Of course, that's only if you want to. So that's what she's asked for. So which we already know, but we don't know what he asked from her. Okay? Once everything is done and the promise is implemented, Mum, the sisters, the adults and children of the other farms, we can all go to the human world. Okay? You're going to forgive us after what we did? Well, but we'll stay here. We appreciate your offer, but get over it already. Ray's like, just get over it. You're sick of this, right? If you have regrets, take care of them in the human world. Okay? I'm glad I'm alive. It's because I'm alive that I can atone for my sins and clear my conscience. It's fine. No one will resent anyone. We're not holding grudges. So let's go. All of you with us. Yeah, let's go. So we've got some of the younger ones here. Come on, Mum. Alright, so they're still calling her Mum. I love it. Mum. So they're all going in. It should have been so painful. You must have been so shocked. You were betrayed by your mother in a most horrific way. Even now, you're all trembling. But why? How could you forgive me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been sorry for so long. I'm sorry, and thank you, everyone. So you can see Isabella finally crying, like all the relief. Everything's just finally, it's just like, oh, it's finally gone. We've got all the kids running to her. I love it. Then it's settled. Just a little longer. Once we finish everything, we'll come back here. Okay? Until then, Gracefield will continue to operate, but we'll be waiting. Don't worry. The demons and the Ratari clan servants don't know about our betrayal yet. We'll handle it. Leave Gracefield to us. We'll take care of Phil and the others, and we'll deal with the demons too. Ooh, alright. We've got like a full plan coming along here. So they're going to be like, no, fuck you. We're not giving you kids. Fuck that, man. Alright. I want to release all of the children. I want to get rid of all the farms and create a world where no children are eaten. We can reach it. It's so close now. Be careful. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Okay, we're going. Silo, we're going to evacuate. Is everything okay on that side? Boss, everything's fine. Or it was, but, well, I don't really understand. Okay? The Imperial soldiers are on the move. They're all leaving and heading towards the outer bridge. Okay? So, what's going on? That's not good. Reinforcements, they're going to attack us. We should run now. Wait, look at this. Okay? Notice. A message from the Imperial capital to all citizens. Huh? Ooh. Interesting. What's going on? Could it be that what do you call Duke? Yeah, Duke Lewis. Archduke Lewis has called everyone back. I'm kind of curious here. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump straight into the breakdown, and we'll talk about there. So I'll see you in the breakdown. Chapter 174 of The Promised Neverland, A New World, Part 1. We pretty much pick up right where we left off last week, with Peter Ratari seemingly taking his own life. And that comes to fruition. He does take his own life, and he ends up dying because he basically chooses that he's going to die there as a Ratari, because the new world that Emma and everybody are going to create is going to be too bright for him. His hands, as far as he's concerned, are too covered in blood. He's too far in the darkness to basically return. We do see them do everything they possibly can to save him, but unfortunately it's not enough, and Peter Ratari does succumb to his injuries, and he does pass away, which does severely suck because he was a damn good antagonist. For the majority of this series, this was the guy that we wanted to see die, right? Now that he is dead, it's kind of like a, not anticlimactic, it's kind of like, I kind of wish he was still alive, because he added so much to the story. He added so much, like, purpose, so much, like, reason, like, a counter to everybody else. Because at this point, from what we've seen, there's not really anyone holding them back, right? The only thing that's really holding them back is there's still the thing of the promise, right? The promise that Emma made with excuse me. So that's the only thing that's still holding back, and that's very much made very prevalent here in this chapter. But the real question is, like, obviously, what did we did see what Emma asked for? She asked for all the children, that's all the adults as well, everyone that was in these farms, to go to be taken to the human world, right? And she does it. Look, this includes the mums, the sisters, grandma, all them. This includes all of them as well, because they were all once cattle children as well. So the real question here is this: what did they ask for in return? Because as we know, for that promise to work, for it to do one thing for you, you need to do something for it. We still don't know what it was. And we know that is probably still the one big thing at the moment that is holding everything back. So we're very curious as to what that's going to be and all that kind of jazz. I do like how, as Peter had asked, he was wondering if he was in Gracefield, could they have been friends? I think they could have been. I don't see why not. And basically, eventually then he just basically passes away. This is when we actually see the demon guy. He goes, I was able to enjoy this for longer than I expected. So he's like, I wonder what he means by that. That's well done for 1,000 years. Alright, so he's basically saying to Peter, yes, you are dead now, but well done. You did good for 1,000 years. Right? And then obviously, Peter passing away. And basically, we got a little bit of a flashback here as well, where he's saying the human world's not really any different. If you could try, if you can, but it's not that much different to this world here. The only difference is humans kill humans. So I do like that. We got that little flashback, and it was like, watch us. We'll find a way where we can live happily with our family, right? Then we have the whole thing of, well, Emma and that they're actually going to retreat. They're going to leave the farms and everything because there is still something that they need to do. Plus, there's still the 2,000 Imperial soldiers that are outside, still waiting that they can't get in. But she wanted to talk to Grandma or Isabella. And she basically says, let's go to the human world, right? What ends up kind of happening, then we get to go back to the promise, where she says, I want all the children to go to the human world. All means the children who grew up too. And she basically confirms to Isabel that yes, she's made the promise, but of course it's only if they want to as well. You know? And I liked it, and she also says, but everything still needs to be done and the promise is implemented. So once everything is done, there's still something they need to do to get this promise implemented. Right? And that's the real big thing here. I needed that. That's the big thing. There's still... We've seen that pretty much every war now is gone. Right? There's only one war left, and that is the promise. There's still something that we don't know. And in the end, it comes down to, like, you know, the mums, and it's like, sorry... They'll stay there. They'll stay in the deal. They appreciate the offer, but they don't think they've earned that right. And this is one of my favorite parts of the chapter. Ray's saying, get over it already. You were sick of this shit as well, right? You know, you have regrets. Take care of them in the human world, right? We'll deal with it there. It's fine. We don't resent you. We're not holding grudges. I'm glad I'm alive. You know, it's because I'm alive that I can atone for my sins and clear my conscience and all that kind of stuff. So he's saying, look, we can deal with our issues and whatever in the human world. There's no point in staying here and putting out and just going through the trudge of doing this shit over and over again. Let's go to the human world and let's deal with our issues there. Right? So let's go, all of you. And then we got all the little kids saying, come on, let's go. And this is the best part. I love this part. They still call her mum. Even after everything, like, Gil is like, come on, Mum, let's go. We got all the kids there, like the original kids, like Martin. They run to Isabella, and this is where we finally see, like, how much all this stuff that she's had to do so she can survive. has affected her. She's like, how can you forgive me? You know, she's sorry. She's been sorry for so long. And then we get the picture of her breaking down, hugging a few of the kids. Some of the kids going and hugging her. Because, look, she raises them. There's a lot of care, a lot of love that goes into raising them. You know, it's not just cold. Like, she's not just cold to these kids. She genuinely gives a damn and raises them, takes care of them, all this kind of stuff. And yes, she did have to ship them out and all that kind of... And that would have seriously sucked. You know, and that would have been physically hard for her. But, you know, to see this one particular panel here with Isabella crying, saying, I'm sorry and thank you, everyone, that's showing her true emotions there. Her true feelings. That's something we haven't seen for a very long time. Because she was very much stuck under the grips of she had to do what she needed to do so she could survive. And now that that's gone, that pressure, the Ratari clan, all this kind of stuff is basically gone now. There's only one thing left for them to do, and that's the promise. You know, they got to fulfill their part of the promise. That release of emotion and everything would be overwhelming. And I love that. And I like how Emma said, it's just going to be a little bit longer. We'll be wait. And she said, look. And then Isabella said, Gracefield is going to continue to operate as per normal, but we'll be waiting. She said, don't worry about the demons and the Ratari clan servants. They don't know about the betrayal yet. Right? So the only one who knew about it was Peter. Right? He was the only one who knew about the betrayal from the sisters and the mums. So it's going to be very interesting. And the demons don't even know about this either. So don't worry, we'll take care of it. Leave Gracefield to us. We'll take care of Phil. They're going to take care of the other kids, and as well as dealing with those demons as well. Right? So we end up finishing off with Emma and them saying, alright, we're going to leave. We're going to go deal with this thing. Then we're going to come back and we're all going to go. We're all just going to, bang, we're gone. We're going to the human world like we want to. And that's the thing. But then Norman, fuck me dead. Seriously, how can I forget Norman? He's like my favorite kid. Norman contacts Cicelo and says, look, we're going to evacuate. Is everything okay on that side? He's like, boss, everything's fine, or it was, but, well, I don't really understand. The Imperial soldiers are on the move. They're all leaving and heading towards the outer bridge. Okay? Why? Why are they heading towards the outer bridge? Right? It's like, Hydra's like, that's not good. Wait, look at this. We should run now. And Hydra's like, we should run now. So one of the mums is holding it like a tablet, and it's like a notice, a message from the Imperial capital to all citizens. It's like, huh? Alright, so something's happened. There's a message that's kind of really grabbed their attention. What's the message? We don't know. We're going to have to wait till next week. I'm assuming it's going to be called Chapter 175, A New World Part 2. But, yeah, overall, guys, this chapter was very solid. Very, very solid. Very much just wrapping up the assault on Gracefield, assault on the farms. Peter Ratari, he's done. It sucks. Like, it's sad to see him go because he was such a great antagonist for the majority of this series. There's a lot of things. One theory I do have is that Archduke Louis has called the army back, saying, hey, get your asses back here. We need you here right now. And I think Louis is probably taking over and become the next king. I'm very curious about how everything's going to be playing out over the next couple of chapters, but it seems like we're very much coming to the end of this series. I reckon maybe another month, 2 months at most. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens next week. But anyway, guys, overall, I'm going to give this chapter 3.5 stars. It was a solid chapter. Very solid chapter. Great art. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to next week. So anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, guys, I'm Free01. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you guys next time with another live reaction and review. Peace.